This week's episode of Virtual Pinball News of the Week is brought to you by the Virtual Pinball Weekly Challenge. We are a group of like-minded individuals on Facebook that love to play pinball. We got 3 tables a week, one being the Weekly League Challenge, another being a midweek throwback, and the Weekend Warriors Challenge. So if you're like me and you like to play virtual pinball, make sure you check us out on Facebook.
Virtual Pinball News of the Week. Yeah, it's GG's Pinball Virtual News of the Week.
What's up, everyone? I'm GG Pinball. Let's get cracking. Not too much going on the news front this week. With that, let's go right to the new tables of the week. Let's start out with Bally's 1981 Centaur. This is a board release. Now, from what I read on there, this is kind of a re-release. This is one of those ones that looks like it might have fell victim to VPinball website going down and being lost. Board had this, but he also did a huge upgrade to the physics on this. If you've never played Centaur before, this is an early 80s pinball machine. Some people don't like the artwork. I absolutely love it. I mean, it's black, white, and red, so it's got that unique look to it. Maybe because it's not as colorful as most pinball tables. I mean, I think it's friggin' badass. You got this crazy, like, motorcycle-ish theme to it on the back glass with, like, the orc and the dominatrix chicken leather. I mean, it is like some really wicked-looking stuff. If you ever seen Captain EO, that old Michael Jackson 3D movie at Epcot, this kind of reminds me of the planet they land on with that friggin' crazy looking queen chick. This is like the pinball table that makes me think of it. Very cool table, early 80s, so you know I love playing those early 80s tables, and hopefully you will too. Okay, pardon me if I butcher this name, xenonph. I believe it is xenonph. He's been pretty busy. I've seen a lot of his tables come out. He's a pretty big modder, and he has been hard at work. He does some cool sound modifications, and this week he's put out a few. Looks like it was actually graphical more than anything, also kind of making the tables a smaller size, compressing some of the files differently, kind of like what the JPSalas method is. This week, he has come out with Gottlieb's 1980 Buck Rogers, Gottlieb's 1980 The Amazing Spider-Man, and Hankin's 1980 The Empire Strikes Back. These are all pretty cool tables, very, very early on solid state tables. Spider-Man particularly, I absolutely love the aspect of what he's done in this. I actually had done my own mod previous sound-wise where I had like the Spider-Man theme doing, but he goes a lot more in depth than that. All 3 are beautiful tables, lots of work put into them. Definitely want to check those out. Next up, we got Papa Smurf, JPSalas with the 1979 LTT da Brasil Disco Dancing. Obviously, disco dancing theme. There's definitely another one in JP's pocket doing all of those great things he does. So he's got like his LUT changer, JP's 4.0 physics. So, and as always, pretty light on the system requirements. For all you EM lovers out there, Mustang 1961 taking another of those Loserman tables and doing some new modifications, trying to complete it with the Gottlieb 1970 Scuba. Very cool theme. Love the artwork on this one. I particularly like anything that usually involves a sea since I do live on the shore. So definitely a cool one if you are into EMs. This is probably your EM table that you want to try out. Last table we're going to check out for the week is an original one. VonKrafte. VonKrafte has put out his 3rd original table, this one being called Forge. It's got a unique aesthetic going to it here. Notice he does have the Joust logos on those flippers. Pretty Gottlieb-ish looking to me, early Gottlieb-ish. As I said, this is his 3rd original table. He has 2 more tables that you could check out over at VP Forums. Well, that's gonna about wrap it up this week. If you got any questions or anything like that, make sure you hit me up down in the comments, emailing me at ggpinball@gmail.com, or checking out my Instagram page. That's right, you can follow GG Pinball on Instagram. Make sure you're checking it out as I'm putting up updates and previews into what the week's episode is going to be like. All right, everyone, I'm GG Pinball. This was your Virtual Pinball News of the Week. Later, flippers!
Pinball Virtual News.